Hi everyone, welcome back to Kathy Base Africa, the channel where we talk about real business opportunities, mindset shifts, and how to build wealth right here on the African continent. If you've ever thought, maybe I need to go abroad to make it, today's video might surprise you. Because the truth is, it's actually easier to start a business in Africa than in many developed countries. Yes, it's easier. Africa gives you something the West often can't: freedom, flexibility, and room to grow. Here you can start small, test ideas fast, and build something meaningful without being buried under endless competition or red tape. So let's talk about why this is so. Africa is open and the West is very crowded. In most developed countries, almost every market is already full and competition is fierce. Every idea you think of already exists 10 times over. If you want to break through, you need big money, big marketing, and big connections. But in Africa, there's still space to breathe. Our markets are growing, not shrinking. There are real needs waiting for creative solutions in food, fashion, transport, housing, health, and tech. These gaps aren't problems, they are open doors for anyone bold enough to step in. You don't have to fight to be seen, you just have to solve a real problem. That's why so many entrepreneurs are now turning their focus homeward. In Africa, nobody expects perfection from day one, so starting small is totally normal. You can start from your home, your backyard, a tabletop, sell from your head, or even from your phone, and that's completely okay. Here, small beginnings are part of the story. People respect hustle. They see you trying and they support you. You can test your idea, learn from feedback, and grow naturally without needing huge capital or fancy systems. That's something entrepreneurs in the West envy: the freedom to just start. Starting a business in the West often means spending thousands before your first sale on licenses, insurance, rent, etc. Whilst in Africa, the cost of entry is so much lower, and when your startup costs are lower, but demand is high, your profit margins grow faster, and your money goes further. You can start lean: a nursery or preschool, a small food brand, a packaging idea, an agribusiness project, or a digital service, and build from there. Raw materials are accessible, production costs are reasonable, and people are open to locally made products. If you can think differently and use what's around you, you can win. Creativity is more important than capital. One of Africa's big strengths is demand. The market is hungry for new solutions. Everywhere you look, people want better options, better packaging, better food, better housing, better systems. And because our population is young and growing, that demand keeps increasing. You don't have to invent something brand new. You just need to improve what already exists. Make it easier, faster, more affordable, or more local. The opportunity is right in front of you, and it's massive. You don't need to be perfect to begin. If your product is of good quality and works, if it helps, they'll buy it. Ensure your finishing is also of acceptable standard. You can improve over time, and your customers will grow with you. That's something you rarely find in crowded Western markets, where small mistakes can cost you everything. Here, progress is celebrated. Africa gives entrepreneurs space to learn, grow, and evolve. Another best thing about starting your business in Africa is that there's room for innovation. When something doesn't exist, you can create it. When something doesn't work, you can fix it your way. You are not boxed in by too many rules or overdeveloped systems. You can build new models, new brands, and new paths. Africa gives you space to use your creativity and turn it into profit. If you are African, whether living abroad or at home, you already have something foreign investors don't: cultural insight. You understand how people think, how trust is built, and what products make sense for the local lifestyle. That understanding is your biggest business advantage. Foreign investors may bring capital, but Africans bring connection and context, and that's what truly drives success in African markets. When you start a business in Africa, you don't just make money, you make a difference. You create jobs, empower young people, and support local supplies. You see your community grow because of what you've built. That connection makes the entrepreneurial journey so much more fulfilling. It's not just about profit, it's about purpose as well. So here's the truth: it's easier to make money or start a business in a developing country because the needs are real, the markets are fresh, and the opportunities are open. While developed countries are crowded and competitive, Africa is growing and ready. It's the one place where your ideas, energy, and creativity still have room to thrive. If you are part of the African diaspora, this is the time to look homeward, not with pity, but with purpose. And if you're already here on the continent, this is your moment to build boldly. You don't need perfection or permission. You just need to start. Africa's door is open, and your time is now. Hit the like button, share with your community, and subscribe for more insights into the thriving business landscape of our beautiful continent.